So, hello everyone, welcome for Code with Srini. And today onwards, I'm going to be starting a new playlist for Python programming. In 2024, I'm actually creating a new playlist for Python programming. See, we know Python is a vast programming. At the same time, Python is very famous, which is going to be highly demanding in the market. See, why Python? There is a question, very simple question, why Python? So, why Python? It's a common question and simple question why Python is actually needed. Python needed for everything. Python needed for web development, Python needed for data science, Python needed for game development, Python needed for desktop applications and mobile applications. Even it is a lot of scope in data science market, artificial intelligence, IoT, blockchain, wherever you go, Python is available. At the same time, so with Python, why Python? First of all, remove your fear. Remove your fear about programming. See, a very simple thing I'm telling here. Remove your fear about programming. That is actually Python came into the picture. But Python for everything. Python for everything. It is very simple. Why I'm telling the word Python is everything in is. Python is basically general purpose. What is the meaning of general purpose here is, and everywhere Python is available. Suppose, for example, you go for the web development, Python is there. You go for the desktop applications, Python is there. Okay, so you go for machine learning. Okay, so what is a kind of machine learning applications basically? So machine learning, deep learning, all this come under data science. Okay, so Python is for deep learning, and this is also under the data science. And Python for data science. Python for data science. At the same time, Python for AI. AI means artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. See, from today onwards, every day I'm trying to keep upload a new video for Python, and daily you have to do practice well by watching the video. Just do the practice, take your notes. Every day I will keep upload the notes also. I'll try to keep the notes into the GitHub, and I'll keep my GitHub link into the description. Every video for the description, I will keep the notes. Okay. So what you can do is you can download the notes and you do practice well, and end of the day within 2 or 3 months you get a good job with Python. So after learning the Python complete programming, you jump into the some kind of library or framework, whatever you want, or you can move into the world called web development, or you can move to the world called machine learning applications or deep learning applications or data science, AI, IoT, blockchain, whatever you want, that is your wish. And Python is available for Databricks. Okay, so and Python is available for IoT applications, and Python is available for blockchain, and Python is available for Spark applications, PySpark, which is available with PySpark. Okay, and Python is available for gaming, and Python is available for mobile applications. Wherever you go, Python is there, and Python is basically available for AutoCAD, 2D, 3D applications. Okay. See, wherever you go, Python is available. That is the why reason people are actually uh, mostly people are learning Python programming nowadays. And one important thing I tell why Python, remove your fear about the programming. No qualification needed. Just if you know the numbers and alphabets, you can easily learn Python programming. That is very comfortable and easy. And let's try to understand. Uh, so what are the different kind of editors we will be having for Python? So there are multiple editors. You can write Python for everywhere. Python for IDL, you can write using with IDL. When you download Python, automatically IDL will come. Integrated development, lightweight environment. Okay, so this is when you install Python. So I will tell you how to install Python and all. I will show you. So first of all, we need to install the software. And what are the features of Python? First of all, I want to tell. Multiple persons are asking what are the best features for Python. The first important feature is Python is general purpose. Python is general purpose. It means for every application development, Python is involved. And one more important thing is Python is open source. Open source means okay, we need not to pay a single paisa for Python. You can download Python free of cost, and you can do a lot of applications using with Python. And one more thing is Python is having a lot of job opportunities, mm, job scope. And the very important feature of Python is simple. And Python is object oriented. Python is object oriented. And one more thing, Python is interpreted. Okay, so Python is interpreted. And one more important feature is Python is dynamic typed. So I will tell you what is this dynamic typed and all. Later when I go to the program, then I can easily make you understand what is this dynamic typed is. No need to take a data type for Python variables and all. That is basically dynamic typed, and it's a comfortable thing with the Python. And whatever the editor you want, you can take it. And Python is language independent. For all the languages, Python is supporting. That is the very reason Python is language independent. Okay, so installing Python we will see in the coming class. Okay, so how to install Python and all we will see in the coming class. And there are multiple installations. There are multiple way of Python writing procedures which are going to be available. Okay, installation is very simple. Just you have to go to the www.python.org and select the option called downloads. Okay, I will show this one, how to download the Python and all. And there you can select your operating system. Then you click on the download button. That is a very simple, and click on next options. So that is a easiest way to install Python. So we will try to install Python in the coming class with multiple editors. I will show the sample programs and all. And Python is when you install Python, automatically editors. One editor is by default coming. That is ideally where you can write in the two ways of the Python programming. One is a interpreted mode, and one more is a batch mode. So both modes you can write Python code. And one more interpreter, one more IDE is VS Code. You can write Python code using with the VS Code or Visual Studio Code, and you can write in the Notepad. Windows users, you can write in Notepad or Notepad++. Okay. Uh, for Mac users, you can use something like Sublime Text. So Sublime Text is basically open source text editor. Wherever you want, you can go for. And VS Code also open source text editor. In Mac, in Windows, in Linux, it is available. VS Code, nothing but Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. And coming to the one more editor called brackets, you can go for brackets. You can go for Autumn, and you can go for PyCharm. PyCharm is official Python integrated IDE. And one more thing is Anaconda Navigator. So using with Anaconda Navigator, there are multiple editors we can use. Then one is Jupyter Notebook. And this Jupyter Notebook is a web IDE. From this web IDE also, you can able to write the Python code that I will show. Mostly, I will write Python code using with the VS Code. Sometime I will write in the Jupyter Notebook also, but both are easy and both are okay. And one more thing is Spider. You can go with the Spider IDE. And wherever you want, you can write the Python code. And one more thing is Google Colab. This is a cloud-based editor, Google Colab. This is the cloud editor, and where you can write your Python code. In cloud, there is some Jupyter Notebook available that is called Google Colab, and we will see Google Colab also. Mostly, I will write all the Python codes using with the Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook. And yeah, I will use Sublime. Sorry, I will use a VS Code also. But for VS Code is best for web development and kind of things, different kind of application development, web applications or Django, Flask kind of things, right? So these are the different editors we will be having, but these editors, before the editors, we need to install Python. That is in the coming class, we will see that. Okay, bye for now.